Hello and welcome. Right. Yeah, I thought I would go with the disturb simulation, but there is still a little bit of space, and I thought, well, hang on a minute, why don't you? I could sort of get a bit clever with this. We did with the manure. We literally did that where it's got the manure, and we need to put some water in. That I do realise, which we could sort of do now thinking about it. But what? Yeah, let's one thing at a time. Let's go down. I could stick that in the compounds, and the milk point is obviously where the churns are, although that's not so obvious when you look at disturb simulations. But now, yes, I have also fixed the key for doing that. Yeah, I do remember I did actually have to do exactly the same last time. So let's stick the disturb simulations because we've also can do the chocolate. We've got sugar. I just think that. Why not? Why not do that? We'll have to upgrade it a couple of times, but it's money's getting tight as well. So it's sometimes, as in real life, you can't always have your dream machine because sometimes you just can't afford it. Don't get me wrong, I really do like the Disturb Simulations one as well. It's I have it nearly all of the time. It's my go-to for good space. There's not really an awful lot not to like about it. I always go for this one. And this is where are the churns? They are there, but they're the wrong way. That's what I'm saying. It's a weird sort of one. And we can sort of stick that. Yeah, of course we've got to stick it in V mode. Am I really worried about that? No, because you can still get to the chevrons and everything. So that's all that really matters. Now I'm hoping. I don't think I've ever done this. Do it the other way. Like that. So if you had to, you could sort of go to it from the outside anyway. In fact, I suppose what we could do is have that inside like that, because we would take the fence down, and we know this. Right, done. And you can't see the fence, so it is like real life where you do the fence up to it rather than like. Yeah. So let's grab the milk. We will. I am right. I've got to get a slurry one as well, so that more costs. But then again, we're earning, so do you really worry about that? Now that is the point. Now, does it show the milk in it? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever done this. No, never, never, never. The game has improved on this. It didn't used to like this sort of trick where it sees things in it. No, it doesn't. So we do need to grab the milk. And we need to physically put it in. It's not quite. I'm glad in a way, but we could also put the milk distributor. But you know, like we like a stone throw away. So do you know? I like a little bit of. Well, we've got to do a bit of work. Come on, lurcher. Stop lurching. Let's switch that off. Right. So we also need to do some water. Let's get the. Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course we have. So we want to do butter, cheese, chocolate. But yeah, we'll call for the sugar, and we want to put this on selling straight away. Always do that, and we want to upgrade it to really level 3 at the very least. Yeah, it always goes to the bottom. Yes, and it's 32 then, which I think is about what we're going to need. So I just always go to what we need the dairy to be like, really. I mean, I've had this up to a level 7 or 8 on some Let's Plays because the daily amount was big. Not my life like this. Yeah, wow. I think I knew that. It was about right for what we wanted to do. So we do need to do some water runs. We really are completely out of water, and there's a lot of things now that are calling for water, so we cannot ignore this. Oh, that's alright, that's a grass field. I was thinking, oh my life. Right, so let's drop you off. The sugar. Right, I've got the wrong thing selected. I was automatically popping to the next thing. Right, so water runs. Let's get you on. Yeah, now so it'd be interesting to see if the manure's working properly, although that seems to have gone down, so that looks like, well no, I don't know, it's not, there's no water in this though, is there? Right, okay, so we're going to have to do that a few times. Right, so there's that slurry. Where's the big guy? Because I think we're going to need to... I don't think we could... No, I think... Oh, my God, I'm just using the Matty, aren't I? So that's... it's only 150 horsepower. Could manage with the... He's there. I was going to say I've just had it. Do we need... Let's pop up to the shop. I do like the team. We were very, very fortunate on what happened with grabbing the tractors. Really good sort of tractors. Really good. Yeah, a couple of Fence, my favourite manufacturer. This is almost normal now. Because obviously all the grass, it's only sort of thing. The grass is so expensive to buy. Yeah, well, and the money has. I mean, we've spent $1 million in about 2 sessions. We were up, in fact, 1.4 million. We're down to 93,000 because of investing heavily in the business, which I do exactly the same in real life when I had my businesses. Tax, obviously, yeah, you your tax, you pay a fortune in tax. So why do you not invest in your business? And it reduces your tax bill, sort of. Can't evade, and that's what I'm not trying to say that, but so then I think we're probably going to go with the, I can't think of any sort of solid axle thing, and I love the Omatana, but it's weird when you get to a certain point. I'd like to go for a lorry, but we can see that that's not really going to happen, so we really need, yeah, I like this one, but it's too cheaty. It is. It is. What I mean is, you know, if you do the Unreal, I would only do the 50. Well, that's 500,000. It does only does. Yeah, it goes between. I just wish it like did a bit in the middle. It's yeah, it's really is an amazing sort of thing. That's good. I think that's only, yeah, that is only 32 as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to find something that's not. So the rest, I think, are all in the miscellaneous section, and I know about them all. I believe there's the Mississippi one, but again, they're all lorries. Yeah, is this the one? Swivel axle. It's just small, though, isn't it? That's what I like about it. But it is swivel axle, and I'm trying to escape from that. I don't think there is anything. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think they're all either lorry or meant for a tractor pull, and so therefore that's 10,000. 8. I know, yeah, going to say they're all like that. But we do really need a biggie. So I'm sort of like a bit torn. So have I gone past switches? No, we're coming up now. Yeah. So the one that I really like is that one, which is also a swivel axle. It's a 40-tonner. But then I suppose the smallness of the other, it's a bit, I don't normally do it. It's a bit cheeky. And it's not for this time actually for any other reason than so let's go for that one for once, because it's not to get through 50,000. That's the one. It's got, that's what I say, it's got to be a big one. I would go if we got yeah, don't like doing it, but it's, yeah, and it's not for the size. So what I'm saying is it's going to stay in that we're not going through any tight gates where I need it to be small or anything like that. It just is literally for the slurry. So the one thing I'm going to say, I'm sort of it's tight around that area, but I would just run up and down that row. Really, is what I'm sort of saying. But I do need it to be sort of fairly like this, I suppose. It is true that one of the few things that I thought I'm going to go into modding, and I would like to do a tanker, because I still think there's a bit of a need for something like this, but something solid axle that's a bit bigger. What I would do is make it taller. A cylinder, but like, you see them, you do get bigger cylinders like this as well, where they can sort of go flat at the bottom and they go quite high. Then you could literally, I would imagine this is probably, again, it could be slightly longer, but I'd like to do a solid axle rather than a swivel, and there isn't one in the game, so that's what I would like to do. Probably not one of the most difficult ones to actually do either. Keep the modelling simple, maybe even model it after something like this, and then yeah, I would like to do that, but that I've got, of course, the editor's got to come out in FS25 for me to actually do that. Yeah, I am signed up for Giants developers now, though, so that's taken that down as well, hasn't it? Ah. Oh no, it did go down there actually. So then we still obviously still need to come twice, but it's just that turn in the corner I thought was a little bit going to be a bit tricky. Probably right. We want this. We also want some water, which we, while it's filling, let's. Oh, okay. Is that? Have we filled it again? I believe we have. So we really need to go up one more then. Wow, we do. That's quite amazing. Yes, we do need a level because we need it. Right, I always say I'll be guided by that. Right, so we want some water to start off the. I switched it on as well. The homebrewed. Right, we'll get there on it. So we need some water. So let's fill this, and then we'll get the slurry, and we'll stick that into. Do a full one. While that's filling, let's be sensible and go grab slurry, which should be about filled by now. It is indeed. So there's a bit more, about 17 tons. Yeah, ideally, if we'd got a lorry, then we would go for that. And you can see, yeah, this is real. But we have, I've got to be honest, we've also invested, I mean, very, very heavily straight away. So it's not really terribly surprising that we are where we are at this precise moment. Now then, this is. It's the only trouble, you lose it straight away. You need to turn it though anyway, so. I'll take that. I'll take that. Not my best, right? Anyway, we also got the other water. So it's weird. Even this is all work, really. So it's. Let's have a look how that's actually doing as well. We'll need that manure to sort of go anyway before I can fix that as well. So that's doing selling. Sugar should come in if we tell the sugar to distribute. No, I think that's a silo. I think. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is. Yeah, small silo. It's been told to go. Sugar beet sugar. It's. Oh, wow. We can actually do some more ferrying across then, because that means the silo's pretty much emptied its stuff. So that's going to be churning nicely. We do want that to be like distributing. Why have we not got any sugar? No water yet? Let's just buy a little bit. It's not too expensive at low level. And remember, we haven't got very much money. It is quite reasonable though to begin with, so that should now churn. We're going to make pig food, which I'm not going to faff around now. Pig food, which we're going to just sell. It is a good seller. It is a good earner as well. Right. So we want to. We're going to start this off straight away. So yeah. That's true. Let's fill that as well. And also fill it again, because we're going to need that. We could actually, thinking about it, just go and stick this in as well, because this is the mobile water. Let's go grab the rest of the slurry. I will probably, if this does take a while for its the processing, you know, doing all of these little jobs, I'm going to do what I do on almost every Let's Play, which is I'll start to time lapse this particular section so it doesn't take half a session, you know, like to get this lot done, because it does start to get silly. Right, so then water, the death sledge, stick that in as well, then that can start chugging. To check that I've switched it on, because I know what I'm like. I do apologise, but I will fix it, but just I can't do it while the manure's there, because it always destroys the manure using any of those tools really. Come on. Yeah, the Fendt-Favorite's got a bit of this, but not so painfully lurching. Is this the Fendt? No, it's the 824. Yeah, it is. They look quite similar. Right, so let's also stick some in the Farmer Gem 2. Do another water run there. Grab that last bit of slurry. Let's just make sure that we've set that going though. And we want that to sell as well. So the Death Spledge. Again, this is a good little chugger. It is. I think it's got to be at the top then, hasn't it? Really? Process of elimination. Oh, that's getting up there nicely now. Yeah, no, we didn't switch it off. Good job we checked. So we want to sell, and sell. Again, it is a chugger, but it really does. Yeah, it's a. So stick this in too. I suppose I should look at this as in another way. The swivel axle gives me plenty of practice of reversing with a swivel axle. And if we're time-lapsing it, I could even sort of get a bit faffy and still. I wonder actually if you could. If you're sort of close enough. No, I don't think so. It's a shame really I didn't pull it forward slightly. I could have then just driven around it. I suppose actually thinking about it, it's not a terribly bad idea. We could sort of get rid of the low bit of fence, the first couple of bits, and actually streamline it. I think what we could do is probably that's not a bad idea. That's a bit lumpy there, I can see it. Right, if we sort of just drive straight across, I mean, because I'm going to level this. I know it's a bit awkward at the minute, but it's not going to be like that forever. Because then we can just do a straight circuit. You've got to try and streamline a bit, not because I'm afraid of the reversing, but because time wasted. You don't get that back. Right, so we need to pull it forward. It's very slow. It is definitely one of those for chugging. So while that's doing that, let's go grab another water from the Emertana, which is very much completely different to that. So let's stick some in the. So we need to start the sugar beet going because we need the sugar, basically. As simple as that. I mean, it won't take long for the water to come in, but like, why wait when we can start the processes off? Excellent. Fantastic. We also do need to do the big water run, really, which is the Massey. seems to do about 120 tons per run, looking at that, before it runs out of steam and goes, and yeah, it stops. So we're down to 40 odd thousand. I mean, this will be interesting because we've got a lot of businesses churning. We're not selling our sugar, but we might sell some of it. You know, even on hard economy, it's still worth a little. One more of these in the barber jab. I think the JCB will be finished now. Need it away. Yeah, I would smooth that, but I need to fix the manure thing first. We'll just leave this ready for grabbing this in the morning. Yeah, that's all gone. It is all gone. That's still going to be battling just yet. And let's stick this in the death sledge, because yeah, the one thing about this, the death sledge needs quite a lot of water because all of its processes take water. Really. That's a bit. Yeah, I know. It's only. It would in real life. I would have like dug it out by now already, but because of the game mechanics, that manure will all disappear. Can't have that. So water. It's amazing how often you get the Series 8 from sludges. I swear the game just does it to annoy. It does. Because it's the more I'm in it, the more I'm like, oh my life, will you stop doing this? It's so slow on the pickup. Literally, for the human brain to pick it up, it's got to be like slow on the pickup. I mean, it may be that this is exactly how it is, in which case, in real life, this is one that would put me off playing Event. To be honest, it is so awful. This sort of pause in reverse is worse. Yeah, it's sort of like sort of feels like a second and a half. Like I'm reversing now. It's just so. Right, one more for the death pledge. We've got to get this sorted now where everything's on selling, so it should be good. Did that milk say? Yeah, it does still say filling. It just doesn't fill. Right, so let's do another walk run for the biggie. And I think that we should be, for today, being fairly good. It's true, I mean, you've got to. This is your business. I've sometimes forgotten to top the death pledge up, the homebrewed. Stop calling it by the modest name. I'm stuck. Gonna have to. I'm really jammed. So I'm sorry. I apologise for like forcing it. It's the only way I can actually. Come on, will you stop lurching? Smashing, so sorted. We have not contaminated this either. We've only used it for water and milk, which that's alright. Yeah, it does matter to me now. It's said really the changes of Virtual Farmer has occurred, so I believe we can really now. We should be getting some more sugar, even though it's So we need to drop that. And we need to. I'm going to try the Balzelli. Not sure it's going to be better, but it's just got to be a little less long. We left the. It is shorter. It's also, when you look at it's very well designed, the Balzelli. It's very short, not much longer than the actual, but it's actually shorter at the base than it is at the top. Very nicely, well thought out. Let's just say you're going still. So we'll try the Balzelli. It's taller. rather than, yeah, I think it may assist us, and I'm not sure if that's a steering axle. It might also assist in going through the gate because it is a really narrow. So let's see. Yes, not sure. Yes, it is. Yeah, those two rear wheels help you. It's assisting steering. Whereas at H2 Studios, as good as it is, it's getting me into more trouble. And I'm not blaming it. These are really. It isn't the right trailer for that. It will come in handy. I've already got it lined up for its next job, and that is for the grass. So grab 70 tons at the time with our beautiful machine that we bought, which perhaps now looking at it, perhaps I shouldn't support it, but it was a very good buy, and it is true, we could do the grass with it, and it was our first business, so why not? Well, anyway, I'm going to time-lapse this because we've still got a lot to do. Yeah, I'm going to try and fill that side up again and get another, so I'm hoping we can actually do it better with a mouse early. Right, so I am going to say my words. See you guys and gals on the other side. Do you know, I think, does it matter? No, let's go to sleep. It's too dark to work for expecting people to like sort of stay around. Let's also see if there's anything in the sales. Not that we can afford it, but yeah, can't even afford that. Right, so we want to go to 9 o'clock in the morning, and then hopefully it'll be a little lighter. It's still not going to be perfect. It's the wrong time of year, but it should have quite a lot of cash from all of the businesses that we have now. That's nice. It is nice. I like that. Ooh, never has anything come at. Now, which one am I going to go for? That's got included transport. You don't really need it, though, do you, for this? I've got to be honest. At the minute, would appreciate perhaps the Capello goes on any. Yeah, the Capello are experts, and it's also a 0.1 of a meter bigger. It's yeah, that one's newer, so I can understand why. But they both do grass. Obviously, that's I think their main job. So we're going to literally, yeah, we're going to buy that. I never had something come at such a good time. That's brilliant, excellent. Right, so then, we do need to see the animals again. We do. Right, I am going to go back into that time lapse. Yeah, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of the time lapse. We're going to do that every day, I think, which is, yeah, it's a big field. I think we've got over 1,000,000 litres of sugar, or sugar beet, should I say. So, that's, yeah, that's going to do well. We could sort of sell the bit that we've got now and still, because I've got to get this better. I tend to like go either I'm using it, but then I've got like 700,000 litres left, which you could have sold. Yeah, I mean, what I mean is we're using it to make sugar, but we're using it for like the chocolate, but that's not like that much. This is making a big difference. I'm not saying I can still make a mistake, but so far, the steering axle and how high and not long it is. Its brakes are very good as well. Yeah, I love it. I always have it. I noticed the weeds in that field. Let's just have a quick look and see if that's our oats we ploughed. So we should be good if we look at that. But yeah, we can see that field 17 is severely weeded. Yeah, so, oh my life, that's so severely weeded that it shows completely as weed, which is quite amazing. Whereas our field has that got absolutely not a sausage. Yeah, which of course you'd expect, really. Brilliant. So, yeah, that's true. Right, so we've done everything for today. That is going to go on the hour. I could do one more to 350, but I thought it gets a bit boring if like all you do is that all the time. So I think, do we go through till tomorrow? No, I think we'll leave it here. Yeah, I think this is not a bad. It's been quite a meaty session again. I don't want it to be like too much. We'll do the same again. We might even not even go through till tomorrow. Although, yeah, I think we can afford it. I think what we'll do is we'll probably do that now. I'll stick my light on and we will go to sleep till tomorrow. And I'm using my sleep sugar quite a bit more. So yeah, 9 o'clock, and that is correct. We've done everything we need to do. The water. Let's just set one more water run going. Because this is the real, yeah. To be honest, you could sort of just leave this now with most, but I wanted to start them off because I do realise that it is important. So I can't wait to fix that, but I need to get all of the manure out of it, and it doesn't always do that straight away, with all of what it's doing. So 9 o'clock. It obviously is working there because we wouldn't earn as much as we have done without that. Yeah, the homebrewed is probably one of the, because you're selling three. I always say this, and I keep saying it. It's the income streams. All of those, no individual business is doing it all. It's literally, it's just, yeah, we've already got a plan. So it's a nice one. It is. If this was the multi-fruit version, I would buy it, but it's just a planter. We've got 10 litres, so I don't see the point. So we'll leave it here, up to 501,000 again. I mean, this is, I was going to say, I'm used to seeing 500,000, but that is 500,000 if this was on normal economy. This is the difference. We're earning exactly half of what we would do if this was, oh, it's going to do that thing soon. Oh, we might have actually filled it. Yeah, so we will crack on in the morning with doing the animals. It shouldn't take too long, really. Water. Water's the one that's it's gone poorly. So let's grab the water, which I think, let's just do that now. I don't want to leave the animals in there. Nope, it's not that one. It's the other side of the farm, which is that one there, I think. Okay, well, let's grab the milk while all this closes. It's silly. Just not going to do the food. I'm going to do that next session. I may as well do the milk while this close and grab the water for the cows, because I don't want them running out of water. So we're just over 20 odd tons a day of milk by the look of it, because for some reason I had quite a bit on that first sort of bit. So I'd imagine the farmer Jeb has absolutely pounded the sugar, which we could sell some, but I also want it to distribute, so we're going to have to like play it, probably like sell all that we've got now. Oh, there's a bit more. Oh, quite a bit more actually. Oh, my life is, wow. Okay, well That was totally wrong then. I thought then we'll do the water for the cows. Oh wow. We're actually need it upgrading again. That's amazing. Well, so that means we must be doing... Yep. Wow, okay. Cows are still only... They can't have... Like, and they're all adults already. Yeah, 30% reproduction. I'm going to say I'm not complaining. Like, I'm just... yeah. I don't see why the capacity was... Although I suppose it's exactly 24 hours, so it might be that. So 3, a little bit more, 4 odd tons. Brilliant, that should be so close. It is amazing, and that's where we're going to leave it. So we're up to 487,994. Yeah, we've seen the sales, and all we've got to do is feed the animals, really, which, yeah. Straw, no, we did straw last. 20 tons. Oh, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. It saves the next session. We can just get straight on with the sugar beet. I think it's about 20. And then we'll do the TMR. It's, yeah, 50 and started. So not quite right with the straw. Right, brilliant. So we also want the blue. No. No. Oh, okay. He must be hiding. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to say we've not... Am I missing a favorite? Oh, turbo shift. He'll be hiding underneath one of these. That's what it'll be. I was. That we're using him, you Wally. Oh. Yeah, we're using him, aren't we? I was going to say the tanker we left. Foods. That. Let's do 20 more tons. It's not going to take long. Stick. The TMR is very reasonable on the map. Very, very reasonable. We could sort. One thing we could do is fill this for tomorrow. We don't need it all, but I know that's the only bad thing about using the biggies is the fact that yeah, like tomorrow I'm going to have way too much. It's a good job it's not that really, really big one though, because then we would really, because we might just about be able to. The other thing is we need a storage silo for some food, so we really need one that probably is just a normal. Ah, right, so we actually filled. This is very slow. Yeah, we may as well finish now. But it could also be clever. Because it is all about boxing clever, really. You know, like doing lots of things all at the same time with your entire team. It's really what makes the difference. So that is still... What should we up to? Oh, is it? Is it doing it or is it cheating? Is it like... Because it has... It's a bit weird. Sometimes it works exactly as it should, and other times it doesn't. I would have thought that would have been drawing a lot of that out. But is it drawing out as much as you think? The trouble is, what we have done, I did it on combined counters. I grabbed it out and put it right into the thing right next to it, but then all it did was appear back in the manure pit, which does suggest that you're right in the first place, but it's connected, otherwise it wouldn't go back into the first one. So I think sometimes I just worry because in the old days it didn't work. It cheats, it thinks it's got it but it's not, but it still uses it but it doesn't, if that makes any sense. It's a double negative, but that's exactly how the game thought. it could see the storage, it could see it in the storage, but it knew it wasn't really in there, so therefore it really didn't do what it should have done. But that's been corrected, or sort of corrected. Ooh. Let's just try and do a little bit of softening on that front edge, just to make it at least we're not like dropping down into the crater. Just got to be so careful because it's so easy to touch that. I suppose, is it? Yeah, it's true really. We have got, I know it's going to destroy a bit, but if we think it's sort of a bit cheated, then I'm not really worried. Just destroy a lot though, that's the only bad thing. So that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Just out of interest, I'd like to see how much that has destroyed. Let's have a look. It's just a slow chugger, so let's let my life a lot. And that's why I don't like doing that, but yeah. If we think it's cheating, I suppose it doesn't really. Let's have a look at how much it has taken. I can't see it. Oh, it hasn't. It hasn't sort of taken any. It's a bit still there to fix. It's not quite done it right, has it? And best to level, but then I really will absolutely do a terrible job on you're not actually doing the bit that we want you to do. Why are you like doing? Do you know, seriously? Why will you not do that bit in there? We can see it needs doing, and you're not doing it. Right, that's sort of done it. We've got a mound, which is also means we need to soften again. This little tiny bit here. It's a strange tool. They have improved it though. I know they have. Ooh. That's not what I'm there to do at all. It's still very powerful though. Why is that refusing to take that down? I think sometimes the view you're in should have. Trying to get the tractor in there. Oh, okay. Oh, it must have filled it. Wow, I'm impressed. So, how much is there left after we destroyed half of this? Oh, it still says 140 tons. Okay, well, I don't know what that's about. Right, so we're up to 480,858. That is the end of the session. I really do thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye. Did we check the sales? Yes, we did. Of course we did. Yeah, I do get confused. I always said that when I'm like going through month after month after month after month. It sort of gets a bit confusing in my head. It does. Yeah, so all I've got left to say is goodbye for now.